Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a black matte eye look. And I'm going to use some new products that I got. I got a few more. So I got one of these already in Rosewood, but I ended up getting Candy and Cherry in the new Dior cream blushes. And then I picked up the same colors in the new formulated Rosy Glow blushes. I got a new Dior mascara. I grabbed the Hoola cream bronzer, and then I did get another Dior contour shade, and I got it in medium, and this is actually looks a lot more cool tone than my other one. So we're gonna jump in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been with me, thank you. And if you don't like me or my videos, please don't fucking watch me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm super okay with it. All right, so I've been really into this palette lately. I've been using it a lot. Just the Manny Life's a Drag palette. It's just good. I mean, it's solid. So I'm gonna use, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use this shade, maybe some of that shade. I'm gonna use this area right here. And we're gonna create a matte look. I brought two, for a matte look, I would always suggest using a black base of some kind of cream. So I grabbed two. I got the Laura Mercier in Tuxedo, and then I got my Stila Smudge Pot. I really wanted to use my Dose of Colors one, but it's a little dried out and not in the mood to fucking argue with it. So I need to get some Duraline from Inglot. I think I've had one before. I don't know what happened to it. I often lose things, apparently. So we're gonna jump in. I did my eyes with the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, but I didn't go heavy right here on my lids because I'm gonna put a cream down and then put the matte black over it. And then for my face, I just did the MAC Hyper Real Ceramizer and a little bit of the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. So let me put that stuff out of my way. So that's what I did for my base. I think that's it. I think we're all cut up. And I am going to jump in. So yeah, my husband's out of town for business. He will be back Friday, so today's Wednesday. Oh, I need to take the garbage out. I need to remember that. Usually he does all that stuff for me. So I'm gonna go into Sickening. Let me just show you guys so I don't have to keep holding it up. That's Sickening. This one's Trade, Mug, Hunty, and then the black one is Shady. So it's just easier if I don't have to keep holding it up. So I'm gonna go into Sickening first and just start working on my crease in my transition. Yeah, so my husband's out of town on business. I literally feel lost without him, even though I'm really cool on my own. I'm a very self-sufficient woman. I miss having my best friend home, but I'm gonna try to hurry up because he's gonna call me before he goes to bed. That's when he usually calls me because he's working overtime and really busy while he's there. So I don't talk to him a lot during the day. I just let him do his thing. I'm a very non-needy wife. I really pride myself on not being a clingy, needy wife. And it works really good for both of us because, yeah, he's very affectionate, very loving. I'm a little bit more reserved. I've just had some bad stuff happen to me growing up, so I'm a little, you know, I don't love being hugged. I think I've said this to you guys before, but I do love being hugged by my husband and kids. It's just a different type of love. And my granddaughter gives the best hugs. So, but I'm very, you know, very easygoing and not a jealous wife. You know, I look at girls too and can admire their beauty, and I just don't see punishing my husband for looking at beautiful girls or beautiful things in general. I don't think punishing him by acting crazy is gonna make my marriage last. So I've always kind of been a very chill wife. And I think that's why I'm still married after all these years. So I'm very secure with who I am, and yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't want to go in with too many shades because it gets a little muddy. So I think I'm just going to go in with Hunty. I already showed you guys that one. I'm going to use, so I just used the BK Beauty 201, and now I'm going to use the Ref for 27. And this one's a little bit more of a cooler tone. We're just going to start working on building up to the black. I think I've done a matte look. I think I did it for Miss Fucking Wonderful, actually. She requested me doing it. a long time ago, so I figured we would do it again. I don't know if I used this palette or not, but I have a feeling I did, because this just has the perfect colors to build up to a matte black look. So it's just about deepening gradually as you go. But yeah, it's been a very peaceful, quiet week. Had a little bit of drama on Monday, but I handled it like a boss. And I got a speeding fucking ticket. I never have gotten a speeding ticket before. I'm so upset with myself. I was late to picking up my son, and I was coming from across town, and there's a road called Marine Drive by where I live, and I was stuck behind a truck going 20 miles an hour in a 45, and my son was working with the same guy on the same day of the week that they got robbed, and I didn't get there, we didn't get there in time last time, and I just pride myself on trying to get there so that he's not sitting around, and I don't like leaving him there. I don't want him to get hurt again. So, I am ashamed to say that I got popped doing 57 at a 35 on a back road where there's nobody. It's just industrial. I would never speed like that. I'm gonna go back into Sickening, just around that shade, same brush. I would never speed like that around heavy traffic ever. I mean, even my husband, I told my husband I got a speeding ticket. He's like, no fucking way, you actually sped? I'm like, yeah. He was like, don't worry, it's okay, babe, we'll take care of it. And I was just like so ashamed of myself that I got this ticket. Like, I don't speed. I've been hurt in car accidents many, many times. I'm a big fan of not speeding and causing any problems to myself. I'm gonna go into Mug, just real gentle. This is a ref for 01. I'm gonna mostly put this in the beginning top part of my crease. So yeah, I got a speeding ticket. I'm very upset about that. And my husband was like, just go online. You've never gotten one before. I think I've only gotten like 3 tickets my whole life. And 2 of them got taken off my record because I went to a little class. One I like made a U-turn that I wasn't supposed to make a U-turn at a light. Yeah, and I just went to a little class, paid $50, and they took it off my record. And then I think a long time ago, when I was really young, I got a ticket for something, and I got it dismissed. And then maybe I've only gotten 2 tickets my whole life. I'm not sure. Very little. I've been driving since I was literally like 12. So, yeah, very upset about that. I was like, I'm gonna go to court and explain what happened and tell them why I did this. And my husband was like, they don't care. Okay, you were speeding 22 miles over the speed limit. Own it and don't do it again. I'm like, okay. He's like, I know you won't. I'm really against speeding. I hate when anybody I'm driving with starts speeding. I'm always like, please slow down, please don't speed. And then here I go and do it myself. So I was not happy with myself, but it'll be okay. And I just gotta take responsibility and pay my ticket and not speed again. So I was across town picking up my son from somewhere else, and it just took me forever to get back on this side of town where my oldest son was, and then getting stuck behind that car and not being able to go around. I was just flustered, and I did something stupid, and that's all it took. So here we are. I'm going to use a ref for 14 that's a little bit smaller, and I'm going to go into Trade, which is just a little bit like almost like a plummy brown. I think this will be with a red undertone. I think this will be a good shade to start using the black. So I have a trick so I don't go too high up with my black, and I put a black matte in my crease and then do my lid work and then work my way up. So I'm gonna try, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm gonna do that technique. That really helps me not let it get out of control. So yeah, so that was kind of a shitty thing that happened, but yeah, everybody I've told that I got a speeding ticket doesn't believe me, because they're like, you don't speed. I'm like, I know, but I did, and I'm guilty, and I feel terrible. Like I said, I would never ever speed like that in a high traffic area ever, but I just was on a very, I only ever see like 1 or 2 cars there ever. There's never anybody on that road, but there was a cop, because there was a shooting on a road next to that the other day, and there was a cop in the area, and he said, I clocked you. And I was like, yes. I didn't even lie. I'm like, yes, I was speeding. I'm trying to get to my son. I'm sorry. And he's like, slow it down, girl. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm going to go into Shady, which is the black. I'm going to put that in my crease. And I don't want this black to go too high, but I want, when I open my eye, for you to be able to see it. So it's kind of a tricky thing, but it can be easy. It's just blend, 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 and build a gradient down. And try this trick if you want to do a black smoky eye, which is put the black matte in your eye crease ahead of time, so you don't go too far high up, you know. But yeah, I saw my granddaughter today, and we saw her on Monday, and she's just a little ball of sunshine. I love her so much, I just want to pinch her cheeks off. But she got to go to the zoo, and she was really excited. We took her to the zoo when she was little, and she loved it. So she is very much an animal lover. So she was excited to tell me about that. And yeah, things have been kind of mellow. We're just chilling. I haven't had to make dinner all week, which has been kind of nice. My kids just keep buying dinner for me. They're like, Dad's going out to dinner a bunch. We might as well hook you up. I'm like, thank you. Tonight my husband's going to a place that they make buffalo steak, and he's like, babe, I don't know about this. I'm like, try it. Try something new. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm like, well, the company's paying for it, and you're going with the bigwigs, so just do it. Who cares? So I'm excited to see what he thinks about it after he's had some. So yeah, just been chilling and living the dream at home. Okay. I feel like I have gotten that probably about as even as I'm going to get. I am going to take a bigger brush and just go over this black. But I'm going to keep this brush around because I like it for my crease when I'm doing little work. I think I'm going to go back into the Rephr 01. I'm going to go into that plummier brown. It's called Trade. And I'm going to go into that and just use that to kind of blend. So I started very low, and that gave me a little bit of room to work upwards. So this is, you know, where you want to just take the time to do this. Start low, build your way up. I started high, build my way down. So you meet somewhere good in the middle, you know what I mean? When you're using black, it can get crazy. And, you know, this is a great way to kind of keep control of it so it doesn't get out of hand. I don't remember where I learned this from, but I swear I've seen, I think it was Desi. Maybe, something like that. I don't remember. I honestly don't want to say it if I can't remember, but I didn't come up with this by myself. I learned this from probably a beauty guru. And then I am going to take that same brush, go into Shade, which is the black, tap it off, and then use that to kind of fan this black out just a little bit so we have our gradient working. And then I'm going to take some black and work it into the outer just a little bit because I'm going to put a cream down, so I don't want it to get crazy right there and powdery. And then I'm going to wipe that black off and do the same thing over here. I'm going to turn my brush sideways. So this is a flat, fluffier brush. I'm just going to turn it sideways so it blends really well into the other colors. There we go. It's good when you're doing a darker shade to find a light, a deeper, a mid-tone, and then a deepest. That's just what I think. Take it with a grain of salt. I am not a professional. I just practiced a lot doing eyeshadow so that I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing when I come on here. But I by no means am a professional at all, and I don't want to be. Okay, now I'm just gonna make sure I have that black built up on my outer corner. Good. I actually cleaned off all my mirrors today, and I'm gonna wash my brushes this weekend. It's gonna be like in the 90s this weekend and on Friday, so I'm not gonna do a video, so I thought I'd do one today just because it's gonna get hot and then it's gonna cool back down again, so I'll be back. And then I'm gonna go into Hunty, which is that lighter shade. I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm just cleaning it off. I'm gonna go into Hunty, which was the more cooler tone, and go around all of that. And see how we're just getting it there slowly but surely. I think I ordered 2 of these palettes and gave one away in a giveaway, but I really wish I would have ordered 2 because I absolutely love this palette. And then I'm going to go back into Sickening, which was the very first shade I used for the transition. And I'm going to go above all of that and just reinforce that a little bit. So that's all doing a good eye look. Sometimes when it's a little more complicated is just going in little by little by little. So I think I tried to use my Laura Mercier Tuxedo before, and it was kind of spotty and blotchy, but I'm going to give it a go and see if we can't get it to do what we want. I need to get another brush, one sec. Okay, I just grabbed a couple of my old brushes that I'm going to use for the black. And I think I'm going to go into the fluffiest one first. So I am going to take, they don't have names, some are Jeffree Star and some are Morphe. I'm going to take Laura Mercier. This is their, just their cream eyeshadow sticks in Tuxedo. I'm going to start along my lash line because you really don't want to miss right there. And this is something that I will add, blend a little bit, add and blend a little bit, because, and then I'm just going to gently pull it down as I go towards my crease so I can control how high it goes. Just make sure I really get into my lash line. Okay, I'm going to put that down for a minute. I'm going to use this just Morphe fluffy brush and start moving that pigment where I want it to go. I didn't put an eyeshadow base really on my lid of my eyes, and I think that will help with this shadow stick. I think I tried to put this cream over powder last time, and that's why it didn't work the way I wanted. But the smudge pot from Stila is really good too, so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this doesn't let me down because I've already put it on now. And see, by putting that black eyeshadow in the crease, I know how far I want to go and how far I don't want to go up. So it's just kind of a guide, and I think it really helps. So, and I'm just going to add a little bit more once I blend it out and see what we can get. Just move it around. My eyelids are starting to get a little wrinkly. I see it in my videos when I'm blending. I can see my eyelids moving and all over crazy. Okay, yeah, it's doing that same thing again. You won't see it as much as I do, but it's not sticking where I want it to. So I'm gonna have to go into my smudge pot, and I'm gonna use my finger to try to fix that. I don't know if you guys can see where it won't stick, but it's doing that thing again. So I'm gonna put the brush down. Oh God, do I really want to use black? Okay, I'm doing my finger. And I'm going to take it and just go over the spots that it's not sticking. I am going to put matte black over that, so it'll be fine. But I like having a base down just so it's nice and opaque. This has some shimmer in it. I keep seeing a little glitter. Get out of there, glitter. Alright, that's better. Okay, and then I'm going to take a different blending brush because I really don't want to fuck up my own brushes that I use all the time. I'm just going to take another random brush and go into Shady, which is that black matte, and I'm going to go around. This might be too big actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's not dense enough. Hold on, let me find another one, guys. Sorry about that. I need just a little bit smaller. I'll try this one. A little bit more denser. Okay, that's working. I should have blended right here with that cream that I put down first, but I didn't. I'm mad at myself, but that's okay. I'm gonna fake it to make it. It'll be all right. Keep cleaning off that brush because I don't want, oh God, I'm getting sparkles. Why? Was there sparkles in my shit balls? Okay, I'm gonna go in with a good amount of black now, and I'm gonna pat it all over that cream that I put down. Little heavy. I want it to really be a solid black, and I'm just gonna be careful. And when I don't have as much, I'm gonna swish it around like windshield wipers. We're getting there. I feel like I'm a little out of practice doing this because I have not done it in so long. I'm going to take the matte black again And you really just want to be careful how far, like I keep saying, you put it up in the crease. So I want it to obviously show when I open my eye, but I don't want it to take over my whole eye. You know what I'm saying? So I just want it to be, yeah, probably about that much. Then I'm going to wipe off this brush again and go into the Trade shade, which is that plummy brown. And I'm going to go around and use that to kind of blend out my black. And in between, I wipe off this brush because it does pick up black. So I keep wiping it off in between shades and in between me picking up more pigment. So for more eyeshadow. Okay, we are getting there. And I'm going to go into Mug, which is that deeper brown shade, and just go around the top of that. I'm trying to actually fix my inner corner, which is where I should have blended my other eye. And I'm going to probably do this other eye off camera just to save time. And then I'm going to go into Hunty, which was that light cooler shade. And we're just kind of reinforcing everything and using the lighter shades to help blend the deeper shades. And I keep wiping my brush, and then I'm going to go into Sickening. And then we're going to use that to go around the whole thing. And then eventually you'll have a gradient, kind of like that. Now I'm going to go back into the black and stamp where I see that it needs a little bit more. Gently. So I want it to be darkest on my lid, but work its way up. So that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to clean off my brush again. And then I'm going to go into Mug and Trade because now they're starting to muddy together a little bit, so they're not so easy to tell apart, which is fine. That's kind of what I wanted. Okay, so let me go do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Actually, I'm just going to show you guys. So I took a different brush, which is a flat one. I'm not going to use the Laura Mercier one again just because it kind of did me dirty. Where'd it go? Jesus. I'm going to actually put this away. I'm so sad because the cream shadows from her are so good normally. But I'm going to use my Stila paint pot, smudge pot, on a flat brush, and I'm going to do what I did on the other eye, but just a little bit more controlled with this brush. So I'm just going to keep picking up pigment, and this time I'm going to blend it quick because this is called a smudge pot, but once they dry down, they dry down. So I just want to get some on the outer bits of my eye. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to use this brush. And this looks violent because it kind of is. But I'm just going to spread it all over my eye and make sure I'm not missing any along my lash line or on my lid. Yeah. And then I think this isn't recommended, but I'm going to pull my eye a little bit taut just so I can use my viewfinder. God help me. I need to get that line so it's not such a line. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush, which is a little more denser, and it's already starting to set, so shit. I'm just going to keep working with it till we get where we want. I'm going to just go back to that flat brush and try to smudge this out a little bit here. I don't want to ruin my eyes, but I also need to blend it a little bit, so. You just got to work really quick with these cream shadows because once they set, and they are done. They are done moving and cooperating. All right, come on, baby. So you guys can see that line. I don't like that line. That's what I'm trying to get rid of. I don't want to go too close to my crease because I need some blending out room. And I don't want to go so high. And at this point, because I have a fan on me, I think it just dried quicker than I was expecting. So we're gonna probably try to cover it up with some eyeshadow. So let me go into that one fluffy, flatter, denser brush. I'm gonna go into Shady and pick that up, and I'm gonna go around that edge and see if I can't fix that a little bit. Okay. Just manipulate it, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I probably need to get a new cream shadow for black, because this dried out on my eye a lot quicker than it used to. And I actually have used that before for this, so I had a lot more playing time, and it did not work out. You should look like a raccoon at this point. If you don't, you're probably doing it better than I am. That's okay. I'm gonna go around with the mat and just blend it to how far I want it up. I don't want to go too high. There we go. And then I am going to clean off this brush that I was using before. This is a little bit more fluffy. I'm going to go into Trade and pretty much do the same thing I did over here. Just gently work it upwards. There we go. Okay. I started to panic for a minute. I'm like, oh my god, did I literally forget how to do a black eye? I hope not. Okay. I just keep looking at these other eyes so I can make them even. I don't want it to go too high. So we're just going to pretty much do the same thing. And then I'll put some more black on the lid of my eye once I get my crease worked out. And I'm going to have to clean up my face when I get out of here. So now I'm going to go into Mug and just go around and do what I did on the other eye. Yeah, pretty even in real life. It just kind of looks like shit because it's a little, you know, I got to work on it here. Okay, I'm going to clean my brush off, go into Hunty, which is the cooler shade. Use that to blend all of those together. That worked great. And then I really need to get my brush clean for this one. And I'm going to go into Sickening, which was my transition shade, and just go up top around all of that. Yeah, see, this side blended really good. I'm very happy with that. I can always find things that need to be fixed, but like I'm missing some eyeshadow right here, so let me fix that real quick. Ignore me. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the matte black and set it on my lid. I was using the other brush to do this part, but this is fine. I'm just gonna pat, pat, pat. There we go. We're getting there. You're getting there, little by little. Okay. Now I'm just really gently, very lightly, kind of blending that into that middle shade that I used. I want to clean off my brush and do it like this, so I don't have any pigment on my brush right now. There we go. Now I'm going to go into Trade, and you just keep doing it until you feel good about what you got. And your eye might be different, your eyeshadow that you use might be different, technique, everybody's is different, but just do it until you feel good about where you've got it at. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to clean off my brush, go back into Mug, go above that. Because the goal is to have it be kind of a light brown, medium brown, and then a shade to mix the black into the medium brown, which is what Trade is really good for. So, oh, I've made a mess. Yes, ma'am. And then I'm going to go into, let me clean it off a little better, Hunty. And I just do this until I am pleased with what I've got. I'm going to go back into Mug and bring it down now. Into Trade, bring it down now, make sure it's matching, yes, with my other eye pretty good. Yeah, and then I'm going to go into the black. And I'm going to just kind of pull downwards because I don't want to go any higher than what I have in my crease. But I want it to match my other eye, so I'm going to be very gentle. I feel pretty good about that. I don't know how much more I want to do because I really don't want to mess it up. So one of my eyes, there's skin that goes outwards and this one goes inwards. Does anybody else have that problem? Like this part of my eye goes in and this part of my eye goes out. Very curious to know if anybody else has this struggle. It's very hard to make eyeshadow look even when it in the inner parts when it does that. Okay, I feel good about that. I think we're gonna leave it before it gets out of control. Yeah, I am gonna go back over with a clean brush to the reddish brown plum color and just put it here because I noticed there's a little bit of a gap right there. So I'm just gonna look back and forth until I have it where I want. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's more even. Okay. I'm gonna barely dip into the black and just make sure I blend that again. Make sure it's even. It is not as even as I want right here on the end. So I'm gonna go a little bit higher with the black. Not much. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, just do something like that. Do it till you're happy with what you got. You know what I mean? I am going to pause real quick with you guys and clean up my eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. I cleaned up my eye, redid my eye cream, which is Augustine Bader eye cream, and I think that's gonna be good. We're gonna leave it alone. So I brought out two eyeliners, which is the Anastasia. This one's in black. I have the one in brown. And then I brought my Tom Ford one. And I think I might actually use, let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Anastasia black one. So I have a little bit, I mean, this is a great, the Tom Ford one's my favorite, but this is a great one too. It's liquid. So I'm just gonna do a line and then make sure I didn't miss any spots, and I'll use this to kind of cheat and fill in if I see any skin peeking through. But you're barely even gonna see that. It's just so I can get super close to my lash line with it. Yeah, I love this liquid eyeliner so much I bought it in brown. So yeah, you'll have to let me know if you guys try this or do your take on it. I have a lot of lid space, so it's really hard for me to do a smaller, dainty look. Just because I have hooded eyes and I have so much realty to play with. So my eyeshadow looks are always a little bit more bigger and bolder. I guess it's just who I am, I don't know. But I like seeing everybody's like mellower version of what I do, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we did that. Let that dry for a sec because it is more of a liquidy one. And then I'm of course going to tight line because you have to tight line. Let me get rid of this brush out of the way. Oh, I've got black on it now. Yeah, I'm cleaning my brushes this weekend. I need to. They're just getting kind of gross. And I really don't want an eye problem. So I'm going to use my Gucci in black. And it's a kohl liner. And I'm going to tight line real quick. Zip through this if you don't want to see this part. But I would recommend doing this if you're going to do a black matte or any black eyeshadow look. You're going to want to tight line really good and get in there and get all the skin that you can see peeking through, because there's nothing like looking in the mirror later and seeing, you know, your skin showing through. It just looks tacky. So I would say don't skip this step and really get in there and make your eyes water. Woo! Love this eyeliner though. Okay, and then we're gonna use the new Dior, I think this is called the Volumizer I don't even know if I have the bag of my stuff. Yeah, I think it's the volumizing one. I have all of them. I mean, I collect Dior mascaras. I think I have another one over here too somewhere. So this is the newest one that's come out. I like the packaging. It's like the couture packaging. I was gonna get the lip butter, but I don't know why I didn't. It's probably because I'm not just not a big lipstick fan. So that's the wand. Let me put it on my face. That's the wand. And we are just gonna use that to get in there. I actually really loved your, ooh, that gives some length and volume. I think it's the comb. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I like the brush on it too. Oh, hey. It's not very often that a mascara wows me, but I like that. It's got a cool comb. And I think that's why it's pulling my lashes apart and lengthening so good. I don't have shit for eyelashes because I've been using falsies for so long. Even when I don't wear makeup, I use false lashes because I look like a naked mole rat without them. But maybe I'll try this next time and not use lashes and see how I feel. Because this is really nice. I also really love the Bad Girl Bang. That one gives me a lot of length that I don't naturally have. So, ooh, not bad. I like that. Okay. I keep looking to see if my eyes are even because it's such a tricky thing to do, but I feel good about it. My eye is watering a little bit because I tugged on my under eye so much trying to clean up the black. I probably just aged myself 2 years doing that. Okay, so now it's time for lashes, and I'm going to actually open up a new pair of lashes. I'm going to open up, wait, maybe I'm not. Let me see if these ones have been used. I want lashes that have no glitter in them. Let me see if this are, yeah, these are new. So these are the Girl Boss. I'm going to trim them, get them on the eye, and then I will be back when I'm starting to do foundation. So one sec. Oh, we already started. Okay, so I am using my Tom Ford. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I have a backup of that. I love this foundation so much. It's almost time to open a new one because it gets real hard to get that last bit out. But yeah, so we're just putting this on real quick. Obviously it makes me look gross. And I'm really red right now because I'm warm. And because the camera just does that, but we're putting a shit ton of this on and then I'm gonna go over it with a beauty blender, so I pumped out way too much. But I love this foundation, such a good one. I still haven't gotten the stick one of this, the stick foundation. I want to. I need to remember, oh please don't get that on my black. Okay, I really want to, I need to remember to order it one of these times. Okay, we have a little mirror for a reason, girl. I keep using the big one over there, sorry. Probably looks weird to you guys. Does anybody else have really small mouth? I literally rip my lips, the sides, the creases of my lips all the time trying to eat stuff. It makes me so mad. I get so mad at myself because I'm like, oh, that's going to be too big for my little mouth. And then, of course, I shove it in there and there goes my lips. Usually I do this part with my finger and blend it in, but I am feeling lazy today, so we're just gonna do it this way. It's a little easier for me to get around my tattoos and stuff when I do it like this, but and my eyebrows, but that's okay. Okay, that's I'm gonna do, just put on there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and grab whatever's left on my hand and start pressing that in. I really like to get around my nose good. I hate buildup around my nose, but I hate removing it too, so I always take a beauty blender with a little extra on there and just kind of get into the cracks of my smile lines right there in my nose. Okay, small mirror, come on girl, use the small mirror. Oh, my eye has been watering a little bit, which is not a good sign when you're doing a black smoky eye, because you don't want the eyeshadow to move around right there. I think it's just because the fan's blowing on me kind of weird right now. It's messing with me. But yeah, so that's about all that's been going on with me, I think. My speeding ticket, of course. Ugh. I'm so mad at myself for that. I just know better than the speed. I know better. I couldn't even like try. I wasn't even trying to get out of it when the cop pulled me over. I'm like, I know, I was speeding. I didn't realize I was going so fast. I think I had just kicked it into gear because it was a straightaway, but there's still no excuse to speed, and I should have known better. It was just I was late, and I hate leaving my son there waiting for me after work because he was robbed at the end of the night, you know, and it traumatized the shit out of him. So yeah, I love this foundation. Highly recommend if you want to try it. Okay, next I'm going to use the Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate Concealer. I haven't used this in a while, so I need to shake her up a little bit. Sorry about the noise, guys. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my fan in the background. I'm sure it's super annoying, but I just need a fan. So we're going to do that. And a little on the nose because that helps the foundation stay good. A little bit there. I'm not going to use too much. Little mirror. I have a big mirror right behind you guys, so that's why I keep looking at it. Okay, let's put on the eyes last. And I like to get all around my nose with the concealer because I don't know why, but my nose does not like foundation. And it breaks apart on my nose often. It doesn't matter. I've tried every foundation. It does it with every single one. So I even use a BAHA and it don't matter. So oh, my hair's looking a little crazy. That's so funny. My husband will probably watch this video in his motel room when he gets home tonight. He usually watches my videos. He says I crack him up. He's like, you're so funny and you tell everybody so much stuff. I'm like, I know. That's who I am, I guess. I share with you guys a lot. But there's a lot I don't share, and he always thanks me for keeping a lot of this stuff, you know, private. But I do always tell people if I've shared something about them, like, hey, I said this in my video. If you watch it, I'm sorry. Or I'll try to ask them ahead of time. So I'm just going to do that for now. We'll blend this out better. The Tom Ford concealer, I loved it in the beginning. It was like one of my favorites. And then, I don't know, I just kind of fell out of love with it. So it's hard for me to say it's still my favorite, but it was for so long. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is go into, this is the new Benefit Hoola Cream Bronzer in Wave, or Hoola Wave. And I have mine in medium. And she looks like that. And I'm sure this is going to be too dark for me, so don't come for me. I already know. But the light one was too light. I even put it on my face. It didn't show up. So medium is what I got. So I'm going to go into this. I should have wet my brush, but I'm going to go into this and just build it up on my brush and kind of dab it off. And we'll see what it gives us. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. We will see. It comes with a mirror. Why don't I use it? It's not giving a lot of, oh, maybe I need to really get in there. It's just okay. You really gotta work it into the brush. But I'll give it grace, it's a new product. So. Yeah, I don't know. This seems very stiff. Doesn't seem very creamy. So I'm really having to like press into it to get it to do what I want. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I have too many bronzers as it is, so I don't know if I even want to try to give up the room to keep it. I don't know. I got to get into the habit of, if I don't like something, fucking take it back. But I hate wasting product, and I know they're just going to throw it away. And it drives me nuts. So, oh, I'm already at 44 minutes, y'all, and I'm not even close to being done. Oh, it's going to take forever to upload this video, but I tried to go through a good, you know, I really tried to show y'all as much as I can. I'm not a teacher, so don't hold me to it, but just really show you the whole process of how I do a black smoky eye. I usually put glitter on the smoky eyes. I haven't done a black matte one in a while. That's kind of why I'm a little lost, but oh, why is this eye keep watering? Stop it. Mija, stop it. Okay, and then I did get the different shade of the Dior contour stick. I hope that looks cooler tone to you guys, because in real life it does to me. I even put it on my, yeah, see, that is cooler tone. Okay, it's just a little darker. So we're gonna be kind of gentle. Yeah, so I got this one in, I think this one's 03 medium, and the other one I have is 02 tan. So go figure. And I think I am gonna wet my brush since that bronzer gave me such a hard time. It wasn't a hard time, it just didn't go on as smooth as all my other stuff does. And that's okay. I'm just gonna, see, now it blends out cool. I swear to God, it looks, hold on, let me look in real life out of the, see, it is cool toned. It is cool toned, I promise. The other one was too, but I could see where, when I turned the light off, it was warmer than what I typically like. Ugh, I don't know, guys. It is what it is. I really just try to go by what stuff looks like in real life. Videos are just for fun. I'm obviously not like doing anything of significance with you guys. You're just here to watch me put makeup on my face. It's not that deep. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over that with my beauty blender a little bit and clean it up just a tiny bit. I'm really excited to play. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I didn't know Dior was reformulating their, I mean, I'm behind a little bit, y'all. I didn't know Dior was reformulating their Rosy Glow blushes, so I just thought they were bringing out cream blushes. So I was pretty excited when I saw that. I only picked up 2. I'll probably replace my rosewood one and my like hot pink one eventually, but I just grabbed matching ones to what I got. So I think I'm gonna go, this is a black eye look. I think I'm gonna go with the candy one today, and then I'll use the other one in another video. So this is the new Cream Rosy Glow in Candy. Woo, we are pigmented. Oh, I love the smell of Dior, and I'm not a big fragrant person, but Dior just does something to my soul. Okay, I think I'm gonna also spray my brush lightly. I always use the Smashbox primer water. I have 100 of these because I like to do that, and I just do a light bit. Let's see. Okay, little mirror, girl, little mirror. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I like it. I'll use the cherry one soon. I just wanted to try this one because I'm doing obviously a very intense look, and I think cherry would just be a little too red, and yeah, so we're gonna do a little tone down. And I'm gonna re-blend my eyes out. And we are gonna set with the Givenchy. I'm gonna use the loose powder. And just do a tiny little bit under my eyes. And I'm gonna set with just a little, I use, it's an eyeshadow brush, but I use it just to set under my under eyes because I don't want a lot of powder under there. But I'm gonna do some black and some other stuff to match the top of my eye. So I gotta set something down. Yeah, I gotta get in there. This helps a lot getting into those little crevices. There we go. Okay. Let me see if I got any more. Yeah. I'm gonna do my nose in between my brows, the front of my brow. I always end up doing all my brow, and I really just want to soften the front of my brow. Trying to actually pay attention to what I do. I get so nervous filming that I know I just do. I sound kind of silly. I don't talk right. I don't know. I end up like hating myself when I get off of here. I'm just like, why are you so dumb? Why can't you be normal? Okay, and then I'm gonna use the pressed Givenchy powder. I need to ask Jules Lynn Beauty how she took her little brush off. How do you push? Oh, you push it. I think she just broke hers off or something. I hate the little brush that comes with it, but that's okay. And I'm gonna get my little beauty puff. And this one I have to swirl around. I normally like to press, whoops. But this is a great powder, I really do like it. I actually like, oh, that does have a fragrance. I actually like the pressed one. I wasn't a huge fan of the loose one. Like everybody lost their mind over it. I didn't get it, but I don't bake with it too, and I think that's what everybody was doing. They liked it for baking. But I like the pressed powder much more. So yeah, you just kind of got to wiggle it in there. I think once I take this brush out, it'll be easier for me to use too. Little mirror, Sarah, little mirror. I'm gonna tell myself that 152 times. I'm gonna set under I put that cream contour and very lazily blended it out. Okay. Let me feel my face and make sure it's, yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I probably will get a backup of this because I really do enjoy this, the pressed version. I always enjoy pressed powders more than loose powders. So that's just my preferred choice, but it's okay. What are we doing next? Okay, I am going to do bronzer. So I'm going to use the Laura Mercier. This is in 30 cans. The bronze color infusion. And I just swirl mine. I just swirl it around. I don't have the patience to try to do one side and the other, so I just do a little boop. And I'm just gonna set. Oh, I forget how pigmented that is. Okay. Do some bronzer. I don't think I'm gonna put any more on the brush. A lot picks up. Well, maybe I am. Jesus. Every time I say something, I literally turn around and do the opposite. I do a little on my nose. Okay. Around my face. Okay. And then for powder contour, I'm going to use the Westman Atelier. This is in Petal and Biscuit. This is a newer product from them. And I am just going to go into Biscuit because I'm going to use the candy blush from the new Dior. So I'm just going to use Biscuit for contour. I'm just going to do a light one. It's not even that big of a deal. And then I am going to dip into it and go around, give myself a little bit of a jawline because she fat. I'm going to start walking more. I might have to start using my cane because I'm noticing I'm having like a lot of problems with my left hip, but I want to start walking more. So my goal, because I can lose weight so quick walking, and I have a big dog that loves to go on walks with me. Like I can't even say the word around him and he's like, let's go, Grandma. So I'm gonna start walking more and I need to lose some weight. All right, so I'm gonna go into the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow, and this is in 077 Candy. She looks like that. Ooh, brand new blush. I always get so excited. Okay, and I'm going to clean this off because these have a lot of deeper colors on them on my blush brush. Okay, here we go. And this is more of a softer pinky coral. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Oh my gosh, I love blush, y'all. Oh, I love blush. I am addicted. Ooh, pretty. Smile. Yeah, you can tell these are way more pigmented than their original. And I have, I think, 3 of them. Yeah, I have 3 of the original Rosy Glow. I have the hot pink one, the orange one, and then rosewood. So that's why I got these new ones in shades I didn't have. I've had my eye on cherry, but I swear I feel like it's going to be just too red on me because I'm so pale. But we will see. Okay, I love these. I'm probably going to use these a lot. Forgive me ahead of time. Okay, so now that we're done, I think I'm going to spray my face real quick with some Fix Kiss. Yeah. Just give her a good shake. And my fan's going, so I have to use a lot. Okay, my hair's not being cute. I'm literally gonna pull it up in a ponytail, take this out and put it in a ponytail when I'm done. So I don't feel like having my hair in my face. I think I'm gonna run to the store and out of a few things, so. Okay, what do we got left? The under eyes. Oh, I did not trim these lashes, and I remember now why I do trim. I trim a little bit more off this one and a little less off of this one, but I have to trim them. They used to fit my eyes perfect, but I think the more older I get, the less things work the way they used to, you know? It's part of getting old, I guess. So I am gonna use, I think I'm just gonna use my, which one do I wanna use? Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just going to use my Dior one. I just used it in the video, but who cares? I'm going to put highlighter on real quick. I like that for the backstage, the new blushes, even the old blushes from that line, they do have a mirror in them. But see, like this one doesn't give you a mirror. Dior kind of went a little cheap with this packaging. But like I said, I think it's for a certain type of people. I think it's for like makeup artists and stuff. So, I don't know. Who knows? Okay. That'll work for now. And then let's finish these under eyes. I'm a little nervous for the under eyes, y'all. A little bit. Okay. So I'm going to take the black liner from Gucci, put that in my waterline. Oh, these eyelashes are killing me, and these are my favorite. I just didn't trim them like I should have. So I don't know how long I'm gonna wear this makeup. Probably long enough to go to the store and then head home. And even though it's a smoky eye, I want to bring it in all the way to the corners, but it builds up. Every eyeliner does. I don't know why. It's just my luck of the draw, I guess. I don't bring it in all the way to my inner corner. So I am gonna have a little bit of a gap right here, but I just hate trying to get the goo out of the inner corner. I'd rather look a little silly than have to fiddle with it. So, okay, there's that. Please go back into your home. Thank you. And then I am gently going to take a little itty bitty brush. Oh, yeah, the eyes are messing with me because I did not trim these lashes. I need to get them out of my eye. And I still haven't gotten duo glue because I'm fucking lazy. Hopefully I'll remember one of these nights. I'm going to take the black Shady from the palette and run that really close to my waterline. Like super close. In my lashes, basically. And I'm not going to go so heavy under my eye. Just because it'll look kind of silly. And I don't want to look like a raccoon per se. I mean, that's fine if you do. No judgment. Do you, boo? But I don't. Even though I love raccoons. Oh my god, I was driving the other night down I live kind of out by the country. And I saw a little baby coyote get hit crossing the street. It looked like it just tagged him, but I saw him go, "Er!" Oh my god, I literally started bawling. And I couldn't stop. And it was going into like the trees, forest area. So when I could, I like pulled over, turned around and went back and he was gone. But oh my god, my heart. I don't care if it's a coyote or not, it's an animal. And I literally cannot see an animal get fucking hurt. It literally kills me. Hi pup, are you okay? I'm almost done, baby. I'm almost done. Y'all, my little dog. I am surprised he's still alive. He does not want to leave me. You have no idea. The little dog is like my best friend in the whole world. And his happiest thing is literally just sitting with me wherever I'm at. He just wants to be with me everywhere I go. Even when I'm on in the bathroom. I'm almost done, sugar. I know you've been so patient. You're such a good boy. Okay, I am going to go into a little bit of Trade, which was that purpley shade. I know, baby. I'm almost done. Oh, he turned his back towards me. He's mad. And blend that black out just a little bit. He's having a hard time getting comfortable these days. Just a little bit. Yeah. And then I'm going to go into Sickening and Hunty. I'm going to mix those two. and go around all of it. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, more. Where's more? Oh, there's a little brush here. Okay. Oh, my husband's supposed to call me soon. I need to hurry up. Okay, good, good, good. And then I need to put these brushes away. And then I am going to spray my face one more time. I'm gonna use, I think I'm just gonna use the Stay Over. I've been liking this one, the Fix Plus. This is more of an actual setting spray. Okay, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm lying. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and I'll do my water or my lower lash line in just a sec. I don't know what I'm gonna do for inner corner though. But I also did pick up the new Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. I only got one. I got it in medium, and I'm just gonna do my lips. So you're supposed to sculpt with one side. Okay. Really hard to sculpt bird lips. And then you're supposed to fill with the other side. This is the first time I'm trying these, so I don't know how it's gonna be. But I am gonna go over it with my Tom Ford. This is the name of it. I don't know if you guys can read it. I sure as hell can't. I think it's called Sable. I'm pretty sure it's Sable. Okay. And then I'm gonna use the Bad Girl Bang waterproof on my lower lash line. Oh my god, these lashes. I absolutely should have trimmed them. Baby doll, I know he's looking for a way to get down. I gotta hurry, guys, sorry. I think I'm gonna try to use a matte. Oh no, I'm not. I'm like, do I wanna do a matte white in the inner corner? That's not really my vibe though. I like shimmer. I'm probably not gonna. Sorry, I don't even know if you guys care about what I'm doing right now. But that's what I'm doing. Lower lash line. Oh, my lower lashes are trying to stick to my... Oh, falsies. Oh, I just blinked into that. God damn it. I'm determined to get my eyes to water, apparently. Shit, that hurt. Ooh, there she goes. Don't water, girls. Don't water. No, 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 no. Ah, we're watering. Oh, that one hurt. Y'all, that one hurt. Ugh, that one hurt. Okay, let's lock it down and get it together. I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm falling apart at the end here. I'm gonna go into Beat, which is this one. I used to love this shade. I used it all the time. I kept this palette out back in the day when I used it a lot just for this shade. So I'm just gonna do a little itty bitty bit because it is a black eye look. But I gotta have a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? This is literally like the perfect highlighter shade for your inner corners, and I like to put a little bit even on my nose. She's so good. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on my brow bone. Yeah, that eye look with a shimmer highlight, why not, right? Yeah, that's okay. It'll work for now. Yeah, this palette's old, but it is still going fucking strong. I'm kind of glad I keep my eyeshadow palettes longer than most people because I end up getting a lot of good use out of them. So, I'm just gonna bring that in a little bit more because I can't help myself. Okay, y'all, this is my final look. I'm gonna let you get out of here. We are at an hour, but that is my black matte smoky eye. I love you. If you make it to the end, thank you. And I will see you next week for sure. We got some cooler weather coming after a little bit of a heat wave. So I'm going to clean my brushes, get my life together. I think I'm going to reorganize my desk. And I will see you guys next week for sure. Okay, I love you. Peace.